Bro, I gotta be real with you for a second. This is gonna be a big one today. Too many good men, driven men, get absolutely wrecked because they ignore the signs right in front of them. You're not blind, man. You didn't want to believe it. Yeah, she's beautiful, right? She's sweet sometimes. She tells you all the right things, but deep down, something feels off. You know, your intuition's kind of telling you, you feel drained, you're anxious, you're confused, but you keep giving her the benefit of the doubt over and over again, hoping that something's gonna change. This video might save your future marriage, your bank account, and your mental health. Bro, I'm telling you, because if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss the red flags that most guys overlook. Okay, so let's break it all down. Let's start with the stuff that seems normal, but it destroys you slowly. Now, I'm gonna run through all these, as many as I can. I have a lot to go over today, but you can't miss any of them. I wanted to make this as comprehensive as possible because it seems like some of the videos that I've seen in the past, they didn't cover everything, right? But I'm gonna tell you all this stuff that you can't miss. All right, the first thing is conditional affection, right? So she only shows you love when you're giving her something. You take her on dates, she's sweet a little bit, right? But you miss one thing, she's cold. That ain't love. That's a transaction. It's conditional, right? All right, number 2 is lack of reciprocity, right? You're doing 80%. You're putting in so much effort and time, and she's only giving you 20%, bro. Come on. You plan the dates, you check in, you initiate everything, but relationships are built on mutual energy. It's not chasing, okay? Third thing is you feel drained by her. She makes you feel drained like an energy vampire, not energized. That's a big one. Every interaction with her feels like a battle. Like you're trying to fit a square into a circle, or there's, two magnets of, opposites, right? Like, it's too tough. You're not inspired. You feel drained by her. She's an energy vampire. You're walking on eggshells. Bro, that's your nervous system telling you something is off. Next thing is disrespect for boundaries. She cancels last minute. She plays dumb when you express your standards for her, even though you know what you want and what you stand for. She knows what she's doing. She just doesn't care. Okay? The next thing is she can't handle disagreements. You bring up a concern and boom, what happens? Tears, yelling, losing her mind, silent treatment, toxic as fuck. We can't be doing that. That's not communication, okay? That's emotional blackmail, all right? Now, here's where shit gets sneaky, all right? Weaponized sex or intimacy, right? She only gets physical when she wants something. It's not love. It's leverage that she's trying to have, all right? The next thing is she tests you constantly. She makes jokes at your expense. She makes you look bad in front of people, pushes the boundaries constantly, always testing you. Now, yes, women do test men. They do, and you should expect test. But if she's always testing you, trying to go toe-to-toe with you, like she's trying to not it, man. She wants to see if you'll stand up for yourself or you're going to bend over backwards, all right? Rapid love bombing. She's obsessed with you week 1, telling you you're her soulmate. Then week 3, she pulls away. She pulls back, makes you chase and try to earn her love. That ain't love. It's manipulation, bro. The next one is chronic victimhood. Nothing is ever her fault. She never takes accountability. It's always her ex's fault, her boss's. It's her parents' fault. It's everyone's fault but hers. She doesn't take any personal accountability. Major red flag, bro. Major red flag. And soon, it's your fault. Trust me. I'm telling you it'll happen if it hasn't already, all right? Next thing is avoidance of accountability. This kind of ties in with the last one, but you catch her in a lie, right? And she flips the script, right? Now you're the bad guy. Yeah? Gaslighting 101. Next thing is she brags about being toxic or crazy. Bro, look, if she jokes about it, believe her. Like, I'm telling you, that ain't cute. It's a warning label. She's showing you who they are, bro. That's the thing. People show you who they are, okay? And these aren't always obvious, but these will eat away at your soul. Slowly but surely, it'll eat away at your soul over time. Next thing you got to look out for is unresolved past issues and past trauma, right? Maybe she's not over her ex, right? She still talks to her ex maybe, or exes. She still stalks his socials, right? She brings her old trauma into every conversation with you, right? Not okay, not okay. You know, and we're always a work in progress. We're always working and improving ourselves. And yes, we can grow with someone. That's the point, right? We're never perfect. We never arrived, but you can grow with someone, yes. But you want to be with someone who is already doing the work. She's going to therapy. She's had therapy. She's on her personal development journey, and she can communicate like an adult, okay? And maybe she's got some stuff she needs to work through, but she's working through it actively and taking extreme ownership of her life and where she is and the things that she struggles with, right? Because we're not perfect, right? And you can't expect anyone to be perfect. Next thing is trauma bonding instead of healthy bonding. The highs are high, the lows are hell. It's not passion, it's chaos, okay? Now, I've seen this happen many times before. Trauma bonding, not a good thing, okay? Where you're kind of just feeding into your own trauma that you've gone through in the past, maybe similar experiences, different experiences, but you don't want to be in a trauma bonding relationship. I can tell you right now, my sister, unfortunately, is with a narcissist, and they've been together for, 7, 8 plus years, and they're married now, have kids, and it's not a good situation. But they got together through trauma bonding, okay? Next thing is excessive need for validation, right? She's posting thirst traps, hearting comments from other dudes, right? She's not looking for attention from you. She wants it from anyone and everyone, okay? Now, I personally am not a fan of dating women who have public Instagram social profiles like that, right? I want someone who is not really all out there, that lives a bit of a more private life. But that's the problem, man. If she's addicted to validation, your attention is not going to mean shit. That's the reality. When in 2025 in dating, attention is the most valuable currency. It's the most leverage that you have. And so if she's constantly getting free validation and attention from guys and starving for it, and in a day and age when it's so addictive, right? All this social media companies have made it to where it's so addictive, right? It's just not a kind of woman that you want to be with, right? That's constantly seeking that approval, constantly seeking validation and attention from other guys. If she's putting her, Instagram handle on her Hinge account, bro, or her Bumble, no go, okay? Next thing is public drama or oversharing online. Every fight goes straight to the IG stories, to her Facebook status, right? Some of y'all need to learn how to treat a real woman kind of thing, like red flag, bro. Immaturity on display, right? Like where she's trying to put her whole business out there. I remember a girl that I was seeing recently, or no, I'm sorry, not recently, but several years back. And bro, she used to unload on her Facebook posts, on her Facebook stories, just put all her drama out there. Like, dude, okay, it's just toxic. You don't want to be with someone like that, okay? It's just like looking for attention, really. Also, too, if she's like always just going to everyone else for relationship, issues that she's having, it's going to contaminate your relationship. Red flag, all right? Immaturity on display, okay? Flirts or tests boundaries with other men. Oh yeah, he's just a friend guy. Yeah. If she entertains attention from other men, she doesn't value yours. That's kind of going back to what I was saying, right? You don't want to be with a woman like this, right? This is not what you want. Inconsistent behavior. Next thing. One day she's into you, the next she's ghosting or moody or taking hours and days to respond. She's flipping a 180 on you. That keeps you chasing. That keeps you unsure. That's emotional control. This is what a lot of these women are doing out here, bro. I've dated women like this in the past, bro, and it drove me nuts. If you see the signs of it, you gotta cut her, all right? Now, this next part that I'm about to get into, this is where it starts hitting your identity as a man, okay? Now, she tries to change you. If she tries to change you in any way, your goals, your hobbies, your mission, anything that makes you you, that you're passionate about, she treats them like a problem. Bro, you're not her fixer-upper project, and, if she can't support you in your mission, no-go, right? Now, I started YouTube. If a woman does not support what I'm doing for YouTube, then she's not the one for you, bro. She's not the one for me. She's not the one for you if she does not support your mission, okay? Now, if she dismisses or shames masculine hobbies, right? Like lifting weights, chilling with the guys, having some dude time, right? Building your business, things that make you feel fulfilled, right? She calls it toxic. Or she calls it immature. I don't know. Maybe she just something else that you're doing, right? Nah, man, nah. No, she's not about you and your mission, and she doesn't support you and your friends. And that's why you got to have good guys in your life, right? That's your backbone, your mission, your boys, right? That's huge. She has to support you, and she has to be cool with your friends. If she doesn't like your friends, that's a problem. But if your friends are pieces of shit, that's a whole other problem that you got to get sorted out, all right? She doesn't respect masculine energy. Right? She mocks strength, protection, leadership, but then complains you're not assertive enough. You can't win with that, bro. You really can't, okay? Now, this is the problem with a lot of modern women is they want to go toe-to-toe with you. The feminists have really destroyed the nuclear family and just society as a whole. It's not been a good thing for us as men, okay? Now, for women, it's actually been a good thing. Why? Because they can kind of, double dip, right? They can go and be a career woman, and they can also get everything paid for by the guys, okay? I digress. But she has to value masculine energy and what a true masculine man is. It's what? He's balanced with his emotions, right? He leads, and he has emotional regulation, right? That means we feel all the ranges of emotions, but we have emotional control, okay? And we lead, we protect, right? That's what we want to do. If she can't let you protect her, man, that's not going to be a good situation, right? If she's going to be combative with you, you don't want to deal with that, right? That kind of leads me into my next point, which is going to be that competitive energy towards you. So she's subtly competes with your wins, right? She gets jealous of your goals, maybe. That's not a partnership. That's rivalry. And, I've dated women in the past who had more of like an alpha female kind of behavior. You don't want that, man. That's not what you want. I remember one ex that I was with that was very toxic years ago. Technically the last girlfriend that I had over 8 years ago. And she was always trying to compete with me. I felt like everything was a competition. And while some healthy competition is fun, like if you're working out or something like that, but that's not what you want. A woman should bring peace to your life. And I'm going to get into that here in a little bit. But she should bring peace to your life. Good energy, fun, lighthearted, peace, support. That's what we want. Submissive, fun, and just... Because look, as a guy, you already got enough shit to worry about in your life, bro. You don't need any drama. You don't need someone going toe-to-toe with you, okay? Next thing is a lack of empathy. Lack of empathy. A woman that's in her feminine energy should be empathetic because that is one of the feminine qualities, right? Let's say that, you share something, something deep with her, right? If she laughs it off or minimizes it, you walk away feeling more alone in a relationship than you did single. Now, if any of these are resonating so far, let me know. Let me know in the comments below which ones have been, something that you've dealt with in the past. I want to know. Try to read all the comments here to help you guys out, give you more insight to what you guys are really struggling with and going through, okay? Next thing is she has no long-term vision or self-work, right? Like she's not growing. That's what I mean. She's not learning. She's not evolving. She doesn't care to grow. She doom scrolls, watches trash TV, right? All the time. If a little bit of it's fine, but if she's just, not wanting to grow and she can't hold a meaningful conversation and she's not wanting to grow with you, right? While she's on her own personal growth journey, she's not the one, man. That means that one day you'll have to leave, bro. One day you'll have to leave. You'll have to leave her behind to keep becoming who you were born to be. Okay, so you might as well leave now. right? Next here I'm gonna address is the deepest red flags that literally ruin men's lives. These are the ones that leave men broken, bitter, or even bankrupt. Okay? Entitlement without effort. She wants your money, your time, your loyalty, but brings zero value. She's not a partner, bro. She's a parasite, okay? Another thing is, she cannot be alone. She can't be alone. She always has to have someone. She always has a backup plan, one foot out the door, and she can't be alone. She has to always be with someone. Has to always be with a partner. Has to always be friends. Has to always be with a guy. She has to constantly get stimulation. Bro, if she is constantly on her phone, watching TV, doom scrolling, constantly talking to someone, like she needs constant stimulation. She can't just be in her own energy, bro. Red flag. Red flag. Next one, man. Stick around for this. She's addicted to male attention. Yes, I know I've brought something up similar before, but you can't miss it. She's not emotionally stable if she's addicted to male attention. Let me give you a quick story. Girl that I was seeing a few years back, she was a thought, like an OnlyFans chick, a few years back, was gonna have her fly out to see me for the weekend to hang out and have a fun time, you know, whatever. I was in my thought phase. And bro, I mean, she's just dealing with constant nudes, and she ended up not coming out because she was trying to give me some bullshit the morning of the day that she was supposed to fly in after I took care of the weekend already. She's trying to be on some bullshit, talking about how, oh, I can't get a ride to the airport, blah, blah, blah. It's an hour away from her house, which is really not a big deal. Literally, she had weeks to find a ride to the airport. And I just like canceled her flight, blocked her on Instagram, Facebook, blocked her number, all that stuff, dude. Like, no, fuck that shit, dude. No, fuck that shit. Next thing is if she gossips constantly, right? She's always tearing down other women, her friends, her exes. And one day, it's gonna be you. One day you're gonna come up, bro. Next thing is huge, man. She lacks gratitude, right? You give, but it's never enough. That drains your masculine spirit. Slowly, you lose yourself. Look, man, you don't need a perfect woman, okay? You don't need a perfect woman. Shit, no one's perfect, right? I always think if you can find your ideal woman, if she's like 90% of what you're looking for and all your values and beliefs and, you know, everything, you're going to have to kind of compromise somewhere, right? But as long as she's not hitting on any of these, man, you're good, man. You're good. You need a healthy, feminine, emotionally mature woman who adds to your life, not drains it, bro. Not drains your energy, your bank account. I remember one of the most... God, all the toxic relationships that I was in the past that I lost my mind over, it felt like a huge weight lifted. And there's always growth from these relationships, right? We always learn about ourselves, but I want you to try to avoid these women, bro. I'm telling you. You want someone who respects your boundaries, right? Who supports your mission, who brings you peace, not chaos. And someone who's fun, man. One of the girls I'm seeing right now, she's feminine, she's fun, she wants to cook for me, wants to call me, wants to text me all the time, wants to see me. She's good energy, bro. She's got a good job. She's just, it's fun, it's good to be around, right? You don't need to deal with any bullshit, dude. Life is too short, man. And I wasted years of my life. I can't really say I really wasted any years because there's always learning and growth, right? But, you know, I had some wasted time with some women that I shouldn't have been with, right? A lot of times you have to learn from pain. You know, it's tough. And I can tell you right now, if you saw even 2 or 3 of these red flags that I mentioned in someone you're seeing now, do not ignore it. You'll thank yourself in a year, or you're going to regret it for 5, you know, because your peace matters, bro. Your peace matters. Your purpose matters. Your future wife, your real queen out there, she deserves the man that you're becoming. So don't waste your energy on, you know, someone who is going to, rob you of that. Someone who doesn't even know how to love. Someone who doesn't love themselves, right? How can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? Date someone who's doing the work, man. If this hit home, I want you to drop a comment. Let me know which part resonated the most. which red flags you've seen or ignored before. I try to read every single comment. And if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe and dropping videos daily. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.